They still need to follow my word. And that's natural, right? That is understandable,
Well, I think,
right?
yeah.
You don't want somebody to over dominate you.
Yeah. Well, especially if you're the leader, right?
Yeah.
Because not only does it hurt you, but it hurts the whole system.
Yeah. Things are still in the right track. Nothing bad really happened. Both countries are developing, growing. Even there is some competition, they need to negotiate to find a way to solve those situations.
Yeah.
So still 3 questions.
No, the last one.
Last one. Hope China to be stronger or weaker. I think U.S. government definitely wants China to be weaker. That's definitely.
So, why do you think that?
Because China and America are now competitors. They are competitors. So who wants your competitor to become stronger than you?
Well, don't you think it's like if you have a strong competitor, it only makes you stronger too? It's like training, right? Like if you have a strong training partner and you guys compete together, you both get strong.
Yes, I know that, but I think this doesn't exist between countries. For in other aspects, yeah, that's true. But I don't think you want you want your enemy to be really strong.
So you think that China and America are enemies?
In some aspects, but definitely not in all aspects.
Which aspects?
Like in the opinions, like you thinking this way, but Chinese people thinking that way, and like now we are fighting the trade war. So yeah, the enemy is not it's not a real enemy. Like, you know what I mean? Not really you are fighting a war that time, but I mean
So do you think if America wanted China to be weaker, why are you here? Like why do we let Chinese students come to American universities and teach you how to?
I didn't say that.
Well, you then.
I know.
I'm looking at.
But now, yes.
Why do we let Chinese students come learn from our university? Why do we let visiting scholars come? You know, the visiting scholars, it might be spies. But we still let them come, right?
Yeah.
Why do we let American businesses invest money and build China's economy? Why do we let China steal our technology?
Yes.
Isn't that because we're trying to make China stronger?
I think currently America don't want this China to be stronger. They want the China you want to be stronger. The China in your the ideal China for America.
So what China do you want?
I think the current China is pretty good. So
You want it to stay how it is now?
no, I care more about the economy. I think if we can get rich, it's richer. It's good. It's better.
So you think that wealth, being rich, is more important than freedom?
Yes. In my opinion. In my opinion.
What do you think of Xi's decision to be the president for life?
cannot draw a conclusion now because it's her second round now, right? You know, but he just changed the rule, but he hadn't followed the rules since now, so I cannot draw the conclusion now.
Well, you know, the problem is that
He has
At the last-
he has the ability to do it for the lifetime, but he hasn't done it.
Not
Oh,
yet.
really?
not yet,
Not yet.
but nobody
Okay.
nobody can replace him. So the problem is that it was like 2 years ago when they had the party congress
Okay.
that he was supposed to pick someone to join the standing committee, the PSC.
Okay.
I'd say PSC.
The
7 or 11 people.
seven group.
Oh, okay.
Oh,
A
I see.
candidate?
常委会.
Oh yeah. Chang-Jr.
常委会.
Chang-Jr.
Okay.
Right. So he was supposed to pick someone,
In the community.
yeah,
Okay.
who was young enough to replace him.
Yes, I see.
Because you know the party secretary also has an age limit,
I see.
but he didn't pick anyone young enough. So now
He didn't pick anyone, right?
he didn't pick anyone young enough.
Yes.
Yeah,
But did he pick one?
they changed some people, but all of those people are so old
Yes.
that when his second term is up, they have to retire.
Yes, that's true.
So there's no successor.
That's weird.
It is weird,
I
right?
didn't hear about that.
That's, so everybody thinks,
Okay.
well, he's just gonna stay president.
I got it.
Yes, but yes, that's why I say I cannot draw the conclusion because he hadn't done his third.
But you don't think he's gonna?
Yeah,
You're just joking.
it's possible, but I cannot believe.
Okay.
That's weird.
Yeah. What else do we want to ask? Talk about Taiwan. So Taiwan, America, democracy. So what if the mainland declared war on Taiwan? Would you participate in the war?
But I will support them.
From America, where you're safe. 中国加油!
Yeah. I think so.
I don't want war.
Yeah.
No war.
No, I think there must be a war.
So, do you think that China or the mainland would win the war?
Yes, definitely.
But what if
I know.
Taiwan's allies?
I know American
There's World War III.
And Japan
Yeah, that's good.
then this war.
supported Taiwan?
Yeah, America coming in. Europe.
So is World War III worth
No.
face? Not really, right?
No.
Okay.
So I don't think that can happen.
Yeah. I don't think so.
In this direction right now, this situation. I think it's a good balance right now. Both ends had some competition and some like trade, like war. That's fine. They still negotiate. They can like achieve agreement.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's good. And both because they have some like conflict. Then I think that's normal, right?
Mm.
Yes, I think the current state is pretty good because I also stayed in Taiwan for several months, but I don't think it can maintain for a long time because
So what do you think will happen?
I think there will be a war between mainland Taiwan maybe in several years, within several years.
That's
So-
crazy.
You mean like
Definitely, I don't hope so. Yes, I don't hope so. I hope we can maintain the relationship now.
so you think the CCP, the leadership, will declare war on Taiwan? Do you think it'll be
But-
Xi Jinping?
But just my prediction, but I think that we must have a good reason for that, for declaring a war.
A better reason than face.
Yes, of course.
What about you? Don't think so?
No, that's not smart.
Yes,
Yeah, both ends can have benefits by to declare war
Yeah.
and weaken each other.
but now we are at trade war with
Yeah,
America.
trade was for
And Taiwan is a good
topic.
good threat.
Yeah,
I guess.
position.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's not.
I think that's why I think so.
So you think it'll be America's fault? It'll be because of the trade war?
I think it might, if the trade war
Continues?
continues, this the war is becoming more
Wow.
because Chinese economy is got restricted, and we must, a lot of war is started by some economy reason.
Yeah, if there's some economy
Yes.
reason in
That's what
China,
why
then
I think.
that may be possible.
Yes.
But wouldn't a war with America just make China's economy worse?
You can transfer the. Sorry.
You're saying that if China has an economic problem,
Uh-huh.
the solution is a war with Taiwan.
No, no.
But through war, you can transfer the attention of people in your country to another
So they'll use it as a distraction.
distraction.
But it's too risky because if America gets involved,
That's just my opinion.
yeah. Well, do you you don't. So Wimbai, you keep saying that the countries can benefit from each other, and that's actually, isn't that because of the institutions that America or the world created after World War II, like the UN, WTO? It makes countries more financially dependent. It makes them financial partners, so they don't risk going to war, right?
Yeah.
Because if they go to war, they lose more than they gain.
Yeah.
So in this sense, maybe the U.S.-led world order, this is a good thing, right?
Yeah, generally, that's not bad.
Yeah.
Yeah.
What do you think?
I think why this must be America.
Because America started those institutions.
Yes,
After World War II.
But with China, France, United Kingdom, and
Right, but those countries were
Russia.
devastated after World War II. In fact, the first thing that America did after World War II, when America had like 75% of the world's wealth,
Yes, I know.
is we helped rebuild Europe. It's called the Marshall Plan. Do you know the Marshall Plan?
No.
Marshall.
Wasn't.
So it was a program to rebuild the countries of Europe that had suffered during World War II, like England, like France, and we gave them grants, not loans, right? But grants to help rebuild these countries, and we made them part of a global system where we're partners, right? Look at the UN, for instance. Is the US the leader and everybody else is down here? No, right? There's 5 countries that are leaders. The US, China,
France,
Russia,
Russia,
France, UK.
Yes.
Right? So this system that we established, it's intended to prevent war. Right? So will you give America credit for that?
6.
6.
Yes.
All right. 5 to 6.
Yes, currently, I cannot give more credit because you cannot change my mind through several words from your mouth.
Yeah.
Yes,
Well,
but as long as I stayed in this country longer, I think maybe I will change my mind.
and study the topic, right?
Yes.
I didn't know all this until I came to UT, and but I think it's a good thing. I don't know. I hope that
You know, the information I get is all America ruined this country, ruined this country.
yeah,
So-
you get that
so-
information from China.
Yeah, so how can I give you more credit?
I was so surprised when I moved to China. I was the CCP, the media there, like Xinhua and CCTV. They would talk about America like it was the devil. Right? For me, I was so surprised because I thought the Cold War was over.
Yeah.
I felt like I took a time machine to like 1984 or 1985, right? I was so surprised that the CCP still taught Chinese people like America wants to destroy China and human rights, democracy. These are Western concepts that that America will use to destroy Chinese culture. What the? What? It's crazy. It's really overwhelming. I never thought of it that way.
But in these articles, they also give a lot of support for that idea, right? For why they think Americans are ruining China.
Yeah, but I think, in effect, overall America it's not ruining China.
Yes.
I think America's really helped China, despite, China, the CCP, and the way it treats its people. And I think that the CCTV, Xinhua, the CCP media confuses the issue. Like when the West, when America says like we want China to be democratic, what we really mean is we want the CCP to treat the Chinese people better. It doesn't matter if the government is authoritarian, democratic, whatever. Just as long as you treat the people better. The reason why the West recommends democracy is because democracy is the system that historically treats people the best. Right?
Yes, makes sense. Yes, it's good to have this talk.
Yeah,
Yes.
well, I appreciate it. What was your name again?
Feng.
Feng?
Yes, Feng. Yeah.
What's your name again?
Wenbai.
Wenbai.
It's pretty fun.
Wang Wenbai.
Yeah.
How do you know each other?
Training, MMA. Yeah.
We punch each other in the face.
Yes, that's true. That's war between America and Chinese.
Yeah.
So this is the last project for
Yeah.
graduation?
I graduate next month. And I'll go to Taiwan. I got a scholarship to study Chinese.
From where?
Tai Shi Da.
Taishida.
That's cool.
Yeah.